Suprabhat, Konnichiwa, Bunjo, Guten Morgen, Good morning. One greeting in different languages, yet they express the same feelings and values. A warm and graceful morning to all. I, Ishan Srivastav, on behalf of BWIN Fraternity, extend a heartfelt welcome to all of you to join the orientation program for the third language. Communication has always been an important facet of human evolvement, and language is the fulcrum of it. Over the past decades, our world has become more interdependent, and new technologies have allowed us to work in close contact with people worldwide. Meeting new and interesting people and developing lifelong friendships are certainly objectives well worth aspiring for, and learning another language is a sure way to expedite that process. Language helps express our feelings and connect with other humans around us and forms meaningful relationships. In pursuance of this, our esteemed school is offering 3 foreign languages: French, Japanese, German, and one Indian language, that is Sanskrit. So let's make the most of this opportunity and embrace the whole new world of culture, communication, and enrichment. Now I call upon the German teacher, Miss Aanchal Batra, to tell us more about this language.
Guten Morgen und herzlich willkommen. Good morning and a warm welcome. I am Aanchal Kapoor, German language teacher here at Birla Vidya Niketan. It is rightly said by Flora Levis, learning another language is not only learning different words for the same things, but learning another way to think things about. Our school introduced German language in year 2018, and since then there has been no looking back. We are a big German family with approximate 200 young learners learning German from classes 6 to 10th. Under the guidance and immense support of our school management and ZFA, Central Agency for German Schools Abroad, our students have got opportunity to participate in various activities on a regular basis. Since 2018, we have a partner school in Halle, Germany, Giebichenstein Gymnasium. In 2019, a group of 6 students and 3 teachers visited us. They stayed with our students and participated in daily school activities and various excursions. Since then, we are in regular contact with them, and we have had this session regular video conferences on the topic SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, with them. Now, this year in June, our 6 students of classes 9th and 10th, accompanied by 2 teachers, will go to Germany and experience the German culture by living with families of German students and attending the school there. This year, our students will be appearing for an international exam of German, DST, a German language certification which is globally recognized. For the same, selected students have been attending regular extra classes in school, and they also have had an interaction with Matthias Teller, who is in charge of this exam and Project ZFA all over India. He will probably will be there as with today and would also reflect at something about that. One of our students also participated in a video challenge at Sweden India Nobel Memorial Week, open for students from all over India, and has won 3rd position. Children have enthusiastically participated in Christmas activities and other activities at school. With the support of school and ZFA, I also got an opportunity to visit a school in Mengen in Germany for 3 weeks. I experienced the country's cultures, understood the German school system, and participated in different classes of different subjects in the German school. This was indeed a very rich experience for me. I would now like to invite my student Anshika Jagia of class 9th A to share her experience of learning German language. Anshika, over to you.
Thanks, Ms. Kapoor.
Guten Tag alle und herzlich willkommen. Ich heiße Anshika Jagia, Schülerin der 9. Klasse und lerne jetzt seit 4 Jahren Deutsch. Ich lerne Deutsch, weil es nicht nur spannend ist, eine neue Sprache zu lernen, sondern ich glaube auch, dass es gut für meine Karriere ist. Good day, everyone, and a very warm welcome. I am Anshika Jagia, a 9th grade student, and I have been learning German for the past 4 years now. I learned German as it is not only exciting to learn a new language, but I also believe that it is good for my career. I have always been fascinated towards speaking foreign languages, and luckily I got this opportunity in 6th grade to choose a language of my choice. I chose German because German and English share the same linguistic. So I thought it is going to be easy for me to grasp it than other languages. Apart from this, German is the second most commonly used scientific language in the world, and Germans are global leaders in engineering. So after considering all these points, I opted for German as my third language. Learning this language helped me in enhancing critical thinking abilities and has also improved my capacity of brain to absorb complex information. So overall, it has developed confidence in me and added to my personality. Germany is home to numerous international corporations like BMW, Bosch, Adidas, Volkswagen, etc. When you are well known with the German language skills, it opens up a world of opportunity for job hunters as well as for students, giving them an edge in the international economy. German is renowned as a major business language and is widely used in political discussions as well. Also, 10% of all the books published worldwide are written in German. All these advantages motivated me to take German as my third language. I have always wanted to visit Germany and Switzerland, which are beautiful German speaking countries. And now learning German would help me in interacting and be friendlier with people there. We also have a partner school in Germany and we regularly organize exchange programs there. I'm looking forward to getting an opportunity to visit Germany with my friends in the Students Exchange program. The language is taught us through interactive videos, podcasts, and fun activities like singing, poetry, and artwork. And all of this makes learning German all the more fun and easy. We converse with each other in German, and activities such as enactment and even games make learning exciting for us. I'm thankful to my German teacher, Miss Anchal Batra, without whom I wouldn't have been able to participate in various events and competitions. So far, we, the German students at BVN, have been ruling the German competitions we have participated in. In 6th grade, that is 2019, we were given the opportunity to visit the authentic German Christmas carnival in Delhi, where we lived in the German culture for a few hours. There, you are served with many German delicacies, such as macaroons and cakes. Before the pandemic, we had a German exchange program in which students and teachers from Germany had visited us. We were given the great opportunity to interact with them and know more about their country and also teach them our Indian folk arts. Owing to the COVID pandemic, we couldn't travel to Germany as planned, but that didn't stop us. And we had a series of ongoing virtual conferences with our counterpart in Germany. These opportunities undeniably developed our speaking skills. And as I mentioned earlier, our teacher makes learning easier by involving us in such activities. I'll be glad if you join our German family. Vielen Dank. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Matthias Taylor, Manager of Project ZFA, Central Agency for German Schools Abroad, to give us a presentation further. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Anshika. Mr. Matthias is facing some problems. Maybe he'll join. Meanwhile, I'll take the presentation forward, and if he joins, yeah. Saraswati ma'am, could you please share the screen for us? Saraswati ma'am?
Yes, I think Parmeet, you want to speak?
Saraswati ma'am, are you, otherwise you can please make me the presenter, Saraswati ma'am.
Okay, on yeah. Ashul, you've taken the yes, fine. Carry on, please.
And meanwhile, Matthias is trying to
Yes,
join.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
So, very good morning and welcome, dear parents and everyone present here once again. So, basically, as I already spoke in the speech, here we have in collaboration, we are in collaboration with CEDFA, that's a central agency for German school abroad. So, ma'am, next slide. Saraswati ma'am, next slide, please. Saraswati ma'am, next slide, please.
Okay, Achal, you can move on, speak on. I think there's a network issue. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it's an agency for central schools abroad, and we are associated with them. And our students give it is like from German embassy. We are associated with the embassy, and it is a very prestigious exam, which the school, which our students they give. When they are part of when they learn German, and when they are in senior classes, in classes 9th or 10th, they have this exam, which is which is an international exam, and it has a very good weightage. Yeah, it helps them in once they are if they want to go to Germany, if our students want to go to Germany, this exam helps them in the entrance at an entrance level. So CEDFA is the agency which is working with us. We are in collaboration with CEDFA, and Mr. Matthias Taylor is trying to join if he's there. So he is the person who's responsible for that. So CEDFA is just like, it is like they train us with this exam, they help our students with this exam, and plus they are also helping us in service training sessions for German teachers. They have also helped in us to find our partner school in Germany, which I've already spoken about. Anshika has also spoken about this, that we have a partner school in Germany, that's Giebichenstein Gymnasium, and we are in regular touch with them. They visited us, and we are also going to visit them very soon. Just if you give me 1 second, ma'am, I'll share the screen. So this is, yeah, and like to reflect a little more on the exam, about the exam DSD, the German language certification. This DSD examination is taken in more than 65 countries, and it is taken in more than 65 countries, and it is taken by 65. A central exam which has 4 parts: reading, listening, writing, and oral communication. And reading, listening, writing are assessed in Germany, and oral communication is assessed in India, in Delhi itself, in the school itself. So the exam is free of cost for the students who appear here, and our students are trained for the exam in school itself, and they get this wonderful opportunity to write this exam, and at the end of which they get a certification. It is also having 2 levels, and we are basically preparing the students for the first level itself in the school. So we are in regular cooperation, we are in regular contact and regular cooperation with this CEDFA agency, Central School for German Schools Abroad, Central Agency for German Schools Abroad. And we are also doing a lot of things in our school itself. So yeah, we are doing a lot of programs, a lot of things we are doing in a school itself. So this year also we have as
I already mentioned, we have a regular exchange program with our school, with our regular exchange program with a German school. The school is in it's in Halle. The city is in Halle, and the school's name is Giebichenstein Gymnasium. So they also visited us in 2019, and now it is also our turn to visit them. We have also been doing regular video conferences with them, with the German school. And this year, our topic was sustainable goals. So the students exchanged their ideas in German language about the topic itself. We also have regular activities which are conducted in the school, in-house activities, different we on every, like poster activities, fun activities like poem writing, poster making, etc. Logo making we have been done previously. And on Christmas also we do a lot of Christmas activities with children. So just to so that they can also enjoy the language as well. No? So they have the idea of the culture. They take a taste of the culture of the country, and they enjoy learning the language itself. So as you know, the language is all about so. And our students have also participated in inter-school competitions, and they have done really well. So we really hope and wish that I wish all of you good luck, and hope that many of you join our German family very soon. Thank you. And now I would like to hand over the presentation to Ms. Parmeet Gambhir, who's the Japanese teacher. Thank you and have a good day.
Good morning, everyone. Ohayo gozaimasu, as we say in Japanese. I am Parmeet Gambhir, Japanese language teacher at Birla Vidyaniketan. I have been teaching Japanese for the last 17 years. Initially at DPS Vasant Kunj, DPS Dwarka, and for the last 4 years, I have been associated with Birla Vidyaniketan. Japanese was introduced in the CBSE curriculum in the year 2006 as third language. Since then, it has moved on. At Birla Vidyaniketan, Japanese is taught from classes 6 to 8. Apart from the language, many activities are done in the classrooms to give a knowledge of the Japanese culture. Birla Vidyaniketan has always shared a great bond with Japan, and many of our students have participated in programs held in Japan. To name a few, our students Pratik Pankaj and Ashmita Nandi represented India in the fortnight-long Asian Youth and Development Network Building Program, organized in Okinawa in the year 2017. This program was completely funded by the government of Japan. 4 students and a senior school coordinator participated in the Japan Super Science Fair held in Kyoto in the year 2018. Their model was much appreciated by the experts there. Then they had an interaction with the ambassador of Japan, Mr. Hiramatsu. At the Embassy of Japan, they were introduced to the traditional tea ceremony of Japan. Junior school students had an opportunity to meet the author of Mottainai Grandma. Class 6 students participated in the Hello Japan program at the Embassy of Japan and got to learn about Japanese toys and other aspects of culture of Japan. Mr. Yuji Nishikawa visited BVN and encouraged the students for participating in the Sakura Science Fair. A delegation of Tokyo International University and Ritsumeikan University visited BVN to give guidance on higher education in Japan. In the year 2019, our students and vice principal participated in the Sakura Science Talent Program at Kyoto. In 2022 also, our students and a senior school teacher participated in the Sakura Science Talent Program. Before summing up my presentation, I would like to thank Japan Foundation for its continuous support in organizing various events in our school and also making our students a part of it. Thank you everyone and enjoy the presentation. We carry forward with Anushka Rai, a student of Japanese language. She will share with you her experiences on learning Japanese language. Anushka?
Thank you, ma'am. One language sets you in a corridor for life, but many languages open every door along the way, as said by Frank Smith. Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Anushka Rai of Class 8th. Today, I will be sharing my experience of learning Japanese from classes 6th to 8th. Learning a new language pushes your brain to get familiar with new ideas. It is not just about learning new words for the same thing, but learning another way to think about things. It is like possessing a new soul, a new window to look at the world. I chose Japanese in class 6th because I was enthusiastic to learn this language over any other. And when I started learning it, indeed, it was like a treasure opening. A new language can be intimidating simply because it's so different from what you are used to. It no doubt improves memory, especially in a language like Japanese, where you explore three different scripts: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. It seems difficult to learn it, but actually it isn't. It is more interesting and improves skills like self discipline and motivation. However, after I started learning some Japanese characters, I was surprised by how uncomplicated they are to remember with regular practice and the guidance of teachers. Our Japanese classes were fascinating and doubtlessly top of the line. In our classrooms, we have been learning Japanese through poems, songs, origami, etc. After all, learning Japanese doesn't only mean speaking the language, but also indulging in its culture and cherishing its traditions. Studying Japanese opens up to a new world and expands your horizons, both inwardly and outwardly. We have had many inter-school competitions and cultural workshops. Online exchange programs were organized with schools in Japan. Japanese is thought to be hard, although it's not as hard if someone really wishes to learn. But it does challenge, which is a great thing. It totally depends on the student. The hard work I have put in at the beginning has yielded good results. It's been an exuberant experience for me. I conclude with Japanese is a boundless language, a language as thrilling as it is enriching for the mind, and you should assuredly give it a go. Thank you. Now I hand over the platform to my fellow classmate Sanjay Mandal.
Respected parents, invitees, teachers, and my dear friends. 3 years ago, I too was a student of class 5 who faced a similar choice of selecting a third language for class 6. After obtaining inputs from that year's language orientation program, I chose Japanese. And here are the reasons why. While I was somewhat familiar with the other countries whose languages were offered, I found that I knew very little about Japan, and I was amazed and excited by what all I discovered, that here was a country with a unique culture and rich heritage. Like India, it too was an Asian country and it revered Lord Buddha. Alongside that, it was an Asian country. Alongside that, it was a very modern and developed nation with one of the leading economies in the world. Having opted for the language, there was initially some degree of hesitation, as I soon discovered that unlike the other languages which used a familiar script, Japanese had a completely different and unique script. Not just that, it did not just use one script, but in fact three scripts. But I decided to take this up as a challenge and move further with the language. As of now, I'm happy to state that my journey over the last 3 years has been the most satisfying, where I've not just enjoyed learning the new language, its new sounds, and various scripts, but also greatly relished the interactions with children from other schools learning Japanese and students from Japan. I also discovered that Japanese language is very phonetic, akin to Hindi, which makes Japanese pronunciation easy. Thank you everyone, or arigato gozaimasu. May I now request Ms. Hayakawa-san, the Director of Japanese Language Studies at Japan Foundation, New Delhi, to kindly make her presentation on why you should learn Japanese.
Hi. Good morning,
Hayakawa-san.
everyone. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Am I audible and also visible?
Sensei, only audible, not
ma'am, you're
visible.
Only audible.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible?
Hi,
Hi,
Sensei.
Sensei.
Hi,
Hi.
thank you.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
thank you, thank you. Thank you, Parmeet Sensei, and thank you, Anushka-san and Sanjay-san for wonderful presentation. My name is Yuka Hayakawa. I'm the director of the Japan Foundation, New Delhi. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. And so I will present why do we study Japanese. So the next slide is visible also. The Japan Foundation's explanation. I hope it's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. So the Japan Foundation itself, Japan Foundation is founded in 1972, and we promote Japanese culture, language, and studies, and Japanese studies. So Japan Foundation New Delhi was established in 1994, and now office is in Rajbat Nagar. So this is the office. So it's near the Mulchand metro station. So what is famous in our office is the library. So we have a lot of Japanese language textbook and also Japanese language, Japanese related art, or also as well as manga or comic books or magazines or sometimes newspapers also. So why do we study Japanese? Reason number one is there is high demand for Japanese speaking employees. So the background is that bilateral relations between India and Japan are good, and Japanese companies invest in India. And Japanese speaking persons are required to do business in India as well as in Japan. So can you guess how many Japanese companies in India? Actually, there is 1,455 companies and 4,948 bases in total. So there is actually a huge number. And this number of Japanese companies based in India is constantly increasing. So the example of investment of the Japanese government in India, the good example is Delhi Metro. This is the investment from JICA. And also the high-speed railway. We are actually, Japanese government invest a lot in this railway project also. So why there is opportunities in Japan is that Japan, as you know, it's decreasing population and we have aging society. So the reason is less number of people getting married or no marriage or late delivery of a child. So we have more diverse in choosing their lives. So, we have aging society, but that's in the contrary, there are more job opportunities to work in Japan. So if you are interested in work market, maybe you go to the higher studies you are interested in. So you can find the useful information in Study in Japan website. And also, there are many Japanese companies like Toyota or Honda or Fujifilm, NTT Communications, Rakuten, or something like that. There are many, especially IT companies based in India. So there are job opportunities also in India. Reason number two is there are lots of interesting culture, art, and history. So as you can imagine, there are many anime or Japanese famous for anime or food or ways of thinking like Zen or technology or travel. In India, the Naruto has a huge, I think, the popularity. So, but Naruto, the background of this animation is ninja. So if you go to the Mie Prefecture, you can experience the ninja experience also. Or the other famous animation like this, if you travel to Japan, and then you can find easily the similar landscape in Japan, and you will be maybe impressed, like the animation itself is really, it's held in Japan. And it's a great Shibuya transaction. Or whereas there are the modern, city landscape, we had a traditional culture also like sumo. And we have a natural landscape like Mount Fuji, or if you go to the south, we have a beautiful sea in Okinawa. And if you go to the Hokkaido, you can enjoy the winter sports like skiing or ski or snowboarding. So we have a lot of diverse culture and diverse experience that you will enjoy. Okay, the last reason is that because there are some similarities of culture in India and Japan, and it is fun to find them. So I think Anushka-san talk about the language difficulties in Japanese, but Japanese and Hindi have some similarities in order. So in Hindi, it says, "What is your name?" is "Aapka naam kya hai?" And the order in English is different, but in case of Japanese, it's actually the order is same. So anata no is aapka, namae wa is nam, nan is kya, and this guy is he. So it's relatively easy to understand. I mean, the end will get entered the Japanese language itself. And also, maybe you're surprised about these facts, but in Japan also, there are many Hindi deities worshipped in Japan. So you can see the Hindi deities in Japanese temple, like Benzaiten is Saraswati, Kishoten is Lakshmi, Daikokuten is Shiva, and Bishamonten is Kubera, etc. And other similarities that I've found is that we take off the shoes when you enter the temples. Japan also has the curry, but they are very different tastes, but it's coming from India actually, and we love it. Japanese people love it. And there are many plates in a meal at the same time. It's a Japanese cuisine. So it is always fun to find out the similarities in the different culture, I think. So in conclusion, there are the high demand for Japanese-speaking employees. There are lots of interest in culture, art, history, and there are many similarities. But knowing only language is not enough. So please have your skill and the Japanese language itself. If you have the language skill also, it will be the huge potential. So so in order to know more about the Japanese language and know more about the Japanese culture, Japan Foundation have some projects, and one of it is the Swagatam project. So monthly we have a different theme, and the March theme is the Hinamatsuri. So we have a kind of the online, like Japanese culture experience seminar. And it is great. It is for grade 4 to 12 students, and we do online but as well as we start to do offline Swagatam also. So if the schools is interested in, we can physically go and experience you can experience the Japanese culture. And also, there are several Japanese language exchange programs between Japanese schools and also Indian schools. So as it shows here, not only here, but also other projects we are doing, like teachers seminar or teaching methodology, teachers teaching programs also. So Japan Foundation is constantly supporting the Japanese language promotion and also students and teachers. So, arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much. And if you are interested in Japan Foundation and more information, please follow up our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Arigato gozaimasu, Sensei. Thank you so much for your presentation. And now I would like to invite Ms. Jyoti Sharma, our French teacher, to take over. Please unmute yourself. Jyoti ma'am? Yeah.
Thank you, Parmeet ma'am. A different language is a different vision of life. A grand bonjour à tous. A very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Jyoti Sharma, the head of the French department. I'm teaching French in this esteemed institution of Birla for more than 12 years. The French department has been active for the past 21 years. Today, we have all gathered here not only to have an insight, but also to know the importance of learning French as a foreign language. French is a global language spoken by more than 300 million people, most widely learned foreign language, second only to English. It's not only the language of love, culture, and higher education, but it also provides plethora of career opportunities. It's an official language for many international organizations like United Nations, UNESCO, NATO, European Union, International Olympic Committee. Now, I hand over the platform to my French students to share their experiences.
You can never understand one language until you understand at least two. Bonjour à tous. Je m'appelle Shravya, et aujourd'hui, we'll be speaking about our joyful experiences with French. French, at first glance, looks intimidating with its accents and meanings, but once you become familiar with it, it becomes pretty easy to grasp.
Bonjour, moi je suis Stanvi et je prends le français depuis 4 ans. The language is taught from grade 6 to 10th. Throughout the year, fun and exciting activities take place to make learning more happy and entertaining.
With a coup d'œil, let's have a glance at our activities. French National Day was celebrated on the 14th of July, and an exhibition was put up where various artwork of students of classes 6 to 10th were displayed. French is always made interesting and joyful by activities like poster making, creating souvenirs, songs, storytelling, role play, making cards, debating, flyers, writing poems, board games, etc. to make learning more interactive and communal. We even celebrated Christmas with a lot of fervor and enthusiasm.
The French Virtual Exchange Program was conducted with the school students L'École Élémentaire La Plaine at Paris, where the students exchanged their favorite dishes, festivals, wrote a letter, and had a virtual meet.
The best thing about learning French at BVN is that you can succeed to the next level at the school and appear for Olympiads like FWP, CRR, and international exams like DELF.
When I started French, I was nervous and intimidated. But now that the time has passed and with incredible efforts made by the teachers, I can proudly say that I know the language very well. Now let's listen more from the French students speak about their adventures with the language.
Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Bonjour à tous. Aujourd'hui, I am Zainab Assist and I have been learning French for the past 4 years and it has been an overwhelming experience. I have not just learned a language, I've learned a whole new culture. The French culture is diverse and it is amazing to know how it is so different from our own culture. Yet there are many similarities between the French culture and the Indian culture. I have done many board games, role plays, etc. on the French culture, and this has been encouraging me to learn more French. Merci.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kamel Rampal et j'étudie en 11e classe. French is a subject that's taught only till class 10th, but I'm still pursuing it. In the previous years, I've given the DELF A2 and the DELF P1. DELF is an excellent resume booster. My teachers and the curriculum were sufficient to prepare me for the DELF P1 exam, which demonstrates the intermediate mastery of the French language. I can personally attest that not only French is a fun language to learn, but it is also very easy to score in, and my interest in this language has only grown as a result of the encouraging environment provided by my French teacher, Madame Jyoti Sharma. Merci.
On a Crease sur le Mur is a song about the messages of peace and hope in the world and writing your dreams on walls in the form of graffiti. Last but not the least, let's hear from Malini Manchanda.
On écrit sur les murs le nom de sa connaît, des messages pour les jours à venir. On écrit sur les murs le nom de sa connaît, on désigne tout ce qu'on a dit. Partout autour de nous, il y a des scènes d'espoir dans les regards. Retournez la nuit, car dans la nuit, tout s'efface. Même les traces des mots m'a gravé pour ne pas oublier, pour tout changer. Mon large de ma dans le refrain, nos visages métissages. On écrit sur les murs le nom de sa connaît, des messages pour les jours à venir. On écrit sur les murs le nom de sa connaît, on désigne tout ce qu'on a dit. On écrit sur les murs la force de nos rêves, nos espoirs en forme de graphie. On écrit sur les murs pour que le mot se lève, un beau jour sous le monde endormi, un beau jour sous le monde endormi. Merci.
Now I hand over the mic to Madame Jyoti Sharma to share a few more intuitive words about French.
Thank you, Sanvi. Though my students have beautifully showcased French at BVN and love of children towards this language, I would like to add some more. French exchange program and numerous activities are regularly conducted to expose children to various aspects of French language in order to build interest towards the language. This summer vacations, we are planning 10 days trip to France. Here, students are encouraged to participate in reputed national and international competitions like French World Power, Concours Romarola, French Proficiency Exam, DELF. We are extremely proud to say that distinctions in DELF have been achieved each year by our hard-working students. Now I hope that you're able to understand the importance of learning this beautiful and rich language. Yeah, I'm sorry, due to some technical problem, our French guest, Madame Marlene Ladin, is unable to join, so she has sent her short video. So let's hear from her.
Bonjour, my name is Marilyn. I am an attaché for French language at the Embassy of France. You are about to choose a new language? This is a great idea. Why not choosing French? You may not know it, but you already speak and understand French language. 50% of English words come from French. When you have a rendezvous, or if you have that feeling of déjà vu, you already speak French. Apart from being easy to learn, French is the language of the future. Do you know that French is spoken by 350 million people all over the world? It's in France, of course, but it's also in Canada, in Belgium, Switzerland, and Ivory Coast, and so many other countries. We expect that by 2050, more than 800 million people will be speaking French all over the world, and you should be part of them. Do you like cooking? French is the language of gastronomy. Are you a fashionista? French is the language of fashion. Now you may be thinking of your future studies. And if you want to experiment a new culture, France is very happy to welcome you, and French universities as well. In France, we have some of the best ranked universities in the world in different fields. It could be engineering, mathematics, economics, and so on. So think about it. But moreover, French is fun to learn. And the French Institute will be by your side to learn French along with your teacher. So, bon voyage avec le français. Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Now I hand over the platform to Ishan to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope today's session gave you a clear vision of the languages and their scope in the future. Please be informed that on Monday, the links for the Google Forms will be shared via School app, where you will be required to submit a consent form with your child's final choice of language. On behalf of my school, I thank you all for finding time to join us for today's program. With this, we conclude today's orientation. Wishing you the best for the day today. Thank you.